Morning, loves. Just joining me on the mat and lying down seated. How does your body feel this morning? How do you need to either sit or lie? And we'll just take a few deep breaths together. Let's inhale, exhale, let anything tense go, and again. And just release any frustrations. We are here now in this space, which is time for us. So have a moment to root down, send your energies down into the earth. Noticing how you're feeling this morning. And being aware that emotions and feelings can change in a moment of seconds between something joyful to something frustrating, and then back to joyful again. It's only when we linger on the past or the thoughts that those other emotions stick with us. So scan through your body. Just notice where you are tight, where you are tense, where there are a few little aches and pains. Is there somewhere that you want to focus on today, physically? Is there somewhere you need to be quite mindful of physically as well? And setting an intention for your day as well. Is there something you want to achieve, or how do you want to feel by bedtime? So if you are lying down, have a moment just to draw your knees into chest. Enjoy a nice little rock and a stretch. Maybe bring the head up to the knees and stretch a bit more through your back. And as you rock or roll, feeling whatever you feel in the back of your body. And when you're ready, just gently rolling up to seated. We'll have 5 minutes meditation. So this morning we'll just sit with our thoughts, just following our breath. Your mind might be very busy this morning, darting off onto all different tangents of threads of thoughts, or you might have one long one that you stick with. If you can, notice that you're doing that and just try and come back to the breath. When we breathe, we're in the present, because we can't breathe in the past and we can't breathe in the future. We can only breathe now, and it does keep us very centered in the present. So we'll set the timer for about 5 minutes, just resting hands, Dhyana Mudra. Relax your body, let the eyelids close. Soften through your face and shoulders. And let's follow our breath. And just let everything become quiet. Even if you're aware of your thoughts, just stay with the breath as well. Feeling the breath in the belly and then up into the chest. Keep looking through your body to relax a bit more. Witness your thoughts. So just gently coming up to that 5 minutes. Before you open your eyes, notice whether you could have sat there longer. There's times when I find the 5 minutes is almost like that, the amount of time that eases me in, and then actually that's when I really do settle and the meditation starts. Other times 5 minutes can actually be full of the meditation. So just thinking about how it felt for you today. Let's come into butterfly. This one we'll start with because we're just going to do a few poses today with the hips, and this is a nice gentle one to begin with. Just drawing the feet together, using any props underneath your legs if you wish. And then we're just going to soften into this. The beauty of yin and taking sort of 3 to 5 minutes in all these poses is that we don't have to rush into the posture. We can just let the time and the body soften together. Just noticing whatever you feel. As you find this shape, do you notice that ever so gently the shoulders relax? You can let the head become heavy and Relax through the neck. Breathing deepens to the belly. And then maybe you can just relax all the muscles in your face. And as everything becomes softer and heavier, the shape may progress. How do you feel in this pose? What thoughts and feelings come up? Has everything quietened down a little bit? Can you find any space to move into with this pose as the body's softened enough? And if you can move further into it, just notice where you are percentage-wise in your stretch. If you're at that 70%, that's an ideal place to be. How do you feel in your hips? Is it a nice feeling? Challenging? So let's just take one more breath here and slowly lifting up. Noticing everything else that you feel just as you lift your body upright. How it softens everywhere else, and then let's come into a lying position. Gently working your way down to the floor. There's no rush. Really allow the spine to roll out. And relax. Notice how many breaths it takes for you to really relax through your back. Feel safe enough to let all the muscles soften. And notice where you can feel chi moving. Cold, warmth, tingling. Again, just take a little scan through your body, aware of where you might be a bit tense still. And then when you're ready, let's draw the knees in. Right one, then the left one. It's always safer for the back to bring one leg up at a time rather than both together. And usually it's better with the right one first. It just sort of follows the digestive system. Have a lovely little rock here. Massage your back. And then we'll roll up. We're going to come into swan next. So if you have a cushion, this is where I like to use one to support under the buttocks. If we begin by bringing the right knee forwards, the right knee is bent, the right foot just rests in front of the left thigh. And then this is where I use a little cushion under the right buttock to support. I think it's always nice to start in this upright swan. Lifting the head, looking forwards, relaxing the shoulders, gently feeling that lumbar curve in the spine. Noticing the breath and starting to relax where you can here. Stimulating the wrists and the arms. And then whenever you're ready, only if you want to, don't have to, you can stay there, but you can come down onto elbows or all the way down with arms stretched and forehead down. You can use a block for your forehead, or you can just let the head relax forwards, whatever feels right in the moment for you. Just keep looking through your body for areas to relax. How does it feel in your right thigh and hip, around the buttock? Feeling that stretch. And how does it feel to breathe into your abdomen? Becoming aware of perhaps how tight you are in the shoulders and the very upper back. And relaxing your face. Trying to stay focused on the breath, the belly movements, the expansion in your ribs. Perhaps that initial deep ache has softened a little bit now. So one more breath. Gently lifting the head, coming up onto your arms. And then into Shavasana. Keep your cushion handy, we'll use that the other side. And as we release the fold of that right leg, how does that feel? Tingly in the feet, on the top of the foot and the shin. Very activating on the stomach meridian, that pose. All meridians through the legs are worked with Swan. But just feeling sort of that tingliness, not only chi moving, but obviously it's the blood flow moving where we've come out of the compression, the sensation against the compression against your mat. Maybe you can feel coolness on the inner thighs. But definitely observing a difference between the right leg and the left leg. As you lie here, just notice how you're feeling. Whether there's a lovely calmness to your body and yourself. So again, let's bring our knees into chest. Nice and slowly, observing everything that we feel as we just rock. Does it feel nicer to rock with the knees tucked in tight to the chest and work on the middle part of the back? Or if you take the knees away, you can feel it a lot lower in the body. So rolling up. And other side to the swan. Left knee bends, right leg extends behind, and a cushion to support. And let's take another 5 minutes here. How does time feel when you're in these poses as well? Sometimes a pose can feel like it's dragging on for ages, and other times it can go really quickly. Just depends how you're feeling in that moment, on that day. If we are too long in this pose and you need to come out sooner, please always exit. Just lie down. Listen to your body first. So allowing the breath to be deep and flow. Relaxing the lower back and buttocks. And then whenever you're ready, coming down. If you want to stay up a little bit longer, you can. Relax the body down. Gently breathing and following your breath. Using the out breath always as that opportunity to surrender a bit more. Checking in with whether you're keeping a tightness in your abdomen as you breathe, or whether you can relax the belly. How does this side feel? Is it very different from your other side? Or is it quite even and feels very similar? Even though we're leaning on the arms, perhaps, just notice if you can at least relax the wrists and the hands. And then one more breath. Gently coming up. How did those 5 minutes feel? Today they went quickly. Other days it can feel like a lifetime. Sometimes I think it's maybe how much your body might need it in the moment. There certainly are poses that aren't my favourite, but when I do them, I really benefit. I think we've all got a few of our favourites and ones that challenge us. So just let's relax back here. Find and feel whatever sensations are going on in your body. Notice what's going on in the mind as well, and perhaps how you're feeling on a spiritual level. Where can you feel chi or coldness, warmth? Relaxing your back with every breath. Perhaps you can feel sensations on the outside of the leg, as well as the inside. Gallbladder is outside. And then gently, let's draw our knees in. Take your time, one at a time, nice slow movements, feeling whatever you feel through the hips as you move your legs. And then we're going to roll up and again come onto our belly for amphibian. So butterfly, we've opened the hips out, the knees have come wide, we've taken the leg across the body with swan. Amphibian, we bring the leg out to the side. So join me on your belly. And then we're going to draw the right leg upwards, bending at the knee. I'm going to actually use a little cushion under the chest today, just as a support. It feels a little bit more comfortable and nurturing. So if you feel like that's going to help you as well, then please do. Your knee can be at any level, above the hip, in line with the hip, or below the hip, just whatever feels right for you today. And if the curve in your lumbar spine is too deep, then just slide your elbows a little bit further aside and then you'll lower down a bit more. Again, you can use a block maybe for your forehead. Initially, when I come into this pose, the body is quite tense around the waist and the buttocks and hips. So if you feel the same, just really try and let everything relax and soften. Breathing deeply to the belly. Notice if you're okay in this position, if it's causing any major discomfort, please come out. Notice your thoughts. Check in with your breath. Keep relaxing. And if after a while in this pose you can come up a little bit higher through the arms, then, and you want to, then you can. Just keep scanning through your body. Noticing whatever sensation, wherever it is. It's quite interesting, some of the more challenging poses, how long it takes you to kind of really relax into it. It might actually almost take 4 minutes to really find the softness you're just about ready to come out, and actually it's becoming a more comfortable posture. So with that, let's take a breath, gently come out. Start by just lowering your leg. Notice that lower spine. And although it's a bit of movement, let's come out, let's come onto our backs. As we come out, we can feel the spine change into a different direction. It feels quite nice. Come onto your back. Not one of my favourite poses, that one, but actually after a while it became really sort of easy to be in it. Just notice if that felt the same for you. Nice deep breaths. If you take it to the belly, you can feel it push into the lower back if it feels a bit tender there. And then when you're ready, let's bring the knees into chest. Have a rock. And then coming up for the other side. Take your time to get into the pose as well and move through. So onto your belly, we're going to lift the left leg. Again, I'm going to use the cushion today. It just feels a little bit more supportive for the lumbar, for my spine actually. So you might find a similar feeling. So lifting the left leg. Again, you might find that also this is at a different height or a different position than the other side. You might have to adjust if the body doesn't feel as comfortable as where it was the other side. So whatever you need to do. And if you don't want to stay in this pose for too long, again, just listen to your body. Start relaxing. Try and let everything release. And a nice breath. If you don't find that comfortable position initially, just try lifting the leg higher or lower and just notice how it feels if there's a better place to rest to the leg. If this isn't very comfortable for you, as long as you're not in pain, just be aware of what's going on in your mind. What words are in your internal dialogue? Notice if you can release a bit more through your neck. Relax your face. Is the pose settling more now? So we'll take one more breath. Gently lifting our heads. Lengthen your leg and then gently come out, being aware of your lower spine at all points. And then we'll come onto our backs. We're going to come into heart bench next. So if you've got your 2 blocks handy. It's quite a tough pose, that amphibian, I think. And when you come out, have to be really gentle moving the back and the spine. If you need to gently rock your pelvis as you take this pause here between the poses, or wag your tail, lifting the hips up and down, if that feels quite nice and nurturing on the body. And then let's bring our knees in, which is a nice counter pose to stretching through the back. Maybe bring your head up and hug into a little ball if that feels nice. You might find your digestive system making noises too. Okay, so when you're ready, let's roll up to seated. We're going to use our 2 blocks for heart bench. So placing one that aligns along the spine behind the heart, the other one is just for to rest the head. And take your time finding that comfortable spot for you. How is this going to feel today? Often this is a lovely relieving pose, but every time it will feel different. So a nice posture for opening the heart, lovely for thoracic spine. The lumbar spine is a lot looser here. Just keep adjusting your block if you need to a few times. And then arms wherever you're comfortable. Just try and follow your thoughts. Firstly, they might be linked with the physical sensations that you feel, and then as things soften, maybe the mind wanders off into other thoughts. Enjoying the breath. Notice if there's another position that you can place the neck in that feels comfortable and lengthened. The chin might tuck in a little. How does the block behind the body feel? Does it become more comfortable, more moulded into this posture? So let's just take one more breath. Slowly lifting up head and then supporting your body with your arms as you lift the body. Moving the blocks away, come down. And just find neutral spine for a moment. Then we're going to come into relaxation. Where can you feel the sensation in your body? Where has your body had a nice little workout today of deep stretch? As you lie here, just noticing physically how you feel. Become aware of if anything feels clearer in your mind, whether a solution has come or something just doesn't matter so much. So when you're ready, draw the knees in, have a little rock, and then coming into whatever position feels right, relax in. I'm going to draw a card today. We've had this one before, but it's a lovely one, Aurora. So just relax back. Notice if this is something you're meant to hear today. So Aurora, you are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. Your intentions have created an upward trend in your life. New opportunities are coming your way, and your inner and outer self radiates this positive growth. You may worry that others will be jealous of your current or forthcoming success, so you will be sensitive about discussing your achievements. You may also worry about the future, about where your path is taking you. You may wish for a guarantee of future success. I'm here to help you enjoy the present, the process of your new venture. Trust that each moment is taking care of itself. God is always taking care of you, always will. Ask me to help you stay focused on the now and let go of the worry habit so that you can enjoy these gifts. Gratitude is essential right now to keep your flight at a high altitude. Interesting little card. The message to stay positive even if you are flying higher than others at the moment and sometimes their energies can bring you down. But staying positive in the place where you're supposed to be. Everyone's on a different journey and at different stages, so we can't really ever compare where we are with anyone else. So just have a few minutes now just to relax. Just gently now, bringing your awareness back. Take a deep breath in and a nice long sigh on the exhale. Maybe do that again, it feels good. Deep breath in. And a nice long sigh. Coming back into your day. If your natural thoughts are resistant, just shift perhaps into something that you can look forward to later. It might be the smallest thing, but always have something to look forward to and enjoy in your day. Gently start moving fingers and toes. Maybe rock the head side to side. And stretching. Either arms overhead or hug the knees in. Maybe rock from side to side a few times. Again, just that moment to feel your back and your body. A little rock is quite nurturing for the soul. A gentle, loving movement for yourself. And then when you're ready, in your own time, just roll up, come to seated. And maybe taking another few breaths, centering down. Nice opportunity to send the roots down into the earth. And then we can draw hands to heart. Om Shanti. Namaste.